Our topic this month is performance and optimization. Some of these add-ons have been in the marketplace a few years, so we will tell you which are version 9 ready and what we know about the maintenance status as we go along. The most common performance overhead on concrete sites is generating the navigation tree for an auto nav. And one of the ways round this is to use a manual navigation block where you pick pages directly in the block edit dialog. Nestable Manual Nav by Shahroq is free in the marketplace and outputs navigation trees that are fully compatible with the core AutoNav block. We covered this in more detail a few months back, so that's all I'll say here. As well as being free in the marketplace, Nestable Manual Nav is also on GitHub should you want to contribute. It's not yet version 9 ready, but is maintained. We also have a simpler single level manual nav, also free and originally developed by JohntheFish for Concrete 5.4. It was then updated to version 5.7 by AC List 19XX and is now maintained on GitHub by Concrete 5 Japan. While less sophisticated, this block can be more convenient for single level navigation because it's easier to create new templates for, and personally I find it quite useful for footer navigation. Again, it's not yet version 9 ready. Instant Page Speed Magic is an add-on by Nour. It uses many tricks to improve page speed and lighthouse scores by adjusting page output to implement the recommended best practices. Functionality includes minifying HTML, lazy loading images, inserting prefetches for remote assets, deferring the loading of assets and optimizing asset locations in the page. As well as being configured globally, you can adjust settings locally using a page attribute. Instant Page Speed Magic is version 9 ready and costs $65 in the marketplace. Our next few add-ons are by A3020 and are all free in the marketplace. Unfortunately, A3020 no longer maintains these, so none are marked version 9 ready, but they are all free and sources on GitHub, and the source is pretty high quality, so it is good for people to work with. First, we have Minify HTML. This will compress HTML output and leave CSS and JavaScript assets unchanged, so it's just an HTML compressor. Our second add-on by A3020 is Image Optimizer. This does what it says on the tin. It runs through the local file manager images and thumbnails to reduce image size. It needs an external tool to do this, and it can work with optimizer tools installed on the server or with an API to a web service called Teeny PNG. This can be a useful tool for site owners who are inclined to upload big or otherwise unoptimized images. Advanced Cache is a developer level utility. As well as being edited into a page, concrete blocks can also be hard coded into page templates, and a common use for this used to be in themes where top navigation could be coded into the template. The trouble is that hard coded blocks aren't cached, hence hard coding blocks fell out of best practice. But sometimes you really do want a hard coded block, and this Advanced Cache utility provides a simple developer interface to render hard-coded blocks through the cache. So you edit some code, like in this screenshot, into your theme or wherever you're hard-coding a block, and the hard-coded block will then be cached. If you have a site with some complex and heavy to first load pages before they're cached, you can avoid visitors from experiencing first load time by pre-caching the page. Cache Warmer is also by A3020 and provides a job that warms the cache and pre-caches pages, so visitors always see an already cached page. And so over to Nour to continue our review of performance and optimization.
Thank you, John, and hello everyone. So let me start with Universal Content Puller, UCP for short, which I already presented a few months ago, but since John was just presenting cache-specific packages, I felt this one had its place here as well. So UCP lets you pull content from many places and transform and display them, the data, in many ways. But what I didn't say last time is that UCP also lets you control the way the data is cached. So you have access to all of the blocks caching options, like do you cache it for registered users or not, how long, extra. So you can manually tweak them depending on your use case. For instance, if pulling some JSON data from a remote URL that might be slow or that doesn't change very often, you can enable all options and set the cache for a very long lifetime, so it will make your website faster. The package is $50. It is version 9 ready and it requires PHP 7. Then we'll have a look at Speed Analyzer by developer A3020, which I also already presented. It was in September 2021 when discussing getting started on developing, but a topic on performance wouldn't be complete without this package. So Speed Analyzer will show you exactly where bottlenecks are in your code and on your website. If your website is slow, it will help you find out why by showing you details about the loading process. You'll get information on how many database queries were executed, how long did they take, how much time did specific events take, what blocks were loaded, extra. I still have to give you the same word of warning I already gave. This package works well so far, but it's not supported anymore, so it might eventually stop working, especially with Concrete 9 coming. However, it is available on GitHub, so feel totally free to help keeping it up. It's free and it's not version 9 ready. Next, we have Transaction Fix for new Relic APM by developer Hissy. So if you need more power than what Speed Analyzer can offer, this package lets you use New Relic's APM service. New Relic offers monthly subscriptions to different developer tools, and APM stands for Application Monitoring. So it will monitor your website in real time and warn you of errors, bugs, slow queries, and the likes, and even show you faulty code so you can fix it. It will also allow you to monitor performance and other custom metrics that you can define. New Relic offers a free plan, which is not bad at all, and to get you started. And after that, cost is per usage. The package itself is free, and it's not V9 ready for now. Then we have Handyman by developer mlocati. Handyman is a very complete tool or set of tools that gives you access to a whole lot of settings that Concrete hides under the hood and in the background, as well as a few server-specific settings. So it will help you a lot to tweak your website and make it more secure, but also offers a few performance-specific settings. You'll be able to better customize reindexing of pages, for instance, or tweak how pages are copied and deleted so the process doesn't time out every time if you're doing a lot of pages at once. You can also limit access to remote information that you might not need, for instance, the custom dashboard image or market news or things like that. The package is $15 and it's not V9 ready. Then we have Optimized Database Tables, packaged by developer A3020. So it's one of those packages that does one job, but it's an important one and it does it well. It will optimize your database, letting you shrink it by as much as 50%, making it smaller, obviously, but also much faster in the process. For example, on a high traffic website with a database of 180 MBs with more than 4,500 pages, the database shrunk to 91 MB. That's almost 50%. The package works to a job that once set will check if tables need optimizing and will act accordingly, even letting you know how much space you saved. It's totally free and it's not V9 ready. Website Optimizer by developer Ramon Linders cleans up the mess on your website and server. It takes care of leftovers from packages and blocks. It will physically remove unused packages, unused blocks from the server, as well as unused leftover database tables. It will delete leftover files created by working with the file manager. It will clean temporary files and server logs and remove old update folders and a lot of tasks like that. It's a big package and it does a lot. So a word of warning, of course, always back up your files and database first, and take very seriously any warning the package will give you before deleting anything. If not sure, just abstain. The package is $40 and it's not V9 ready for now. And finally, we have Extreme Clean, again by JohntheFish. It's another cleaning tool, a bit like Website Optimizer. It will clean up also database and files left over by file managers, operations, and server processes. It will clean up old page versions in a much more tweakable way than what the core does. It will also clean up abandoned user accounts, old drafts, messy clipboards, extra. It has a lot of options, also a big package. You can set it up to run as a job, or you can run it manually from the dashboard. But what sets it apart is an extremely useful option it has that lets you run it in safe mode before you do the actual cleaning. So it will show you what's about to happen and what will be deleted before you actually do it. And that's extremely useful. It costs $30 and it is V9 ready. Well, that's it for this month. So have a great rest of your day and week, and see you soon. Bye.